Hi, I'm Jamie Dunbar. I'm here today with my dad, Dr. Ian Dunbar. We're going to answer another question for our Dunbar Academy members. All right, Dad, today's question is, what is the jolly routine, and when, why, and how would you use it?
Oh, what a wonderful question.
I thought you'd like this one.
Yeah, I've just finished writing my latest book, and just finished in candlelight 2 days ago because the electricity went out. And the state of dog training, it's become so clinical, confusing, impersonal, and one thing that has disappeared from it is our voice. Like, we don't give clear instructions beforehand. We don't test that the dog understands them. So a lot of people then end up sit, but your dog didn't even understand what sit meant. And praise has just been replaced by, a food treat. And food treats have many uses early in training, but we must phase them out and make sure our training works when we haven't got them. Praise, praise, praise. Our voice, it's gone. The jolly routine was devised by Bill Campbell, a long-time good friend of mine. And he wasn't actually a dog trainer, he was a psychologist. And he went to Japan, and when he came back, he found he'd lost his job. So he hooked up with a veterinarian. And they worked on behavior problems. And Bill came up with this routine he called the jolly routine. And to define it, it's like, if your dog acts really cool or brave, get jolly and do what you like. What I do is I recite poetry to my dog in happy voice, always the owl and the pussycat. The owl and the pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat. And they took some honey and plenty of liver treats, And you engage your dog with your voice. You do a few dance steps, and immediately your affect changes. Like a classic is when you're walking your dog, try to whistle the Seven Dwarfs. So remember, you cannot whistle or hum that tune without walking like this. And as soon as you do that, your entire picture to your dog changes, and he'll start to look up at you. German Shepherds look up in sheer shock and horror, like, what are you doing? We're here for a walk, not to have fun and be silly, And then their butts start to work, they start jauntily thing, and you change the whole dog's demeanor. Why is this so important? Well, I can give you loads of uses. Like, number one, your dog has done something brilliant. Like, it's freezing, it's 1 a.m, the dog wakes you up and says, I really need to go out now. And so you put on a rain slicker, it's pouring, and you rush outside with the dog and you say, go pee. And the dog goes, pshh. And you go, yeah, boop, 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 inside, hoo, 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 hot damn diggory. Why? Your dog peed immediately. Or it could be your dog's a little scared of other dogs. So what you do when the other dog approaches, you start doing a gentle jolly routine. Otherwise you might freak out the other dog. And like, bum, 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 ba-do-do-do-do, bum, ba-dum-do-do. Now look, I can't sing, but I do when I'm training a dog, because then in the dog's mind, I'm getting happy. And they look at me, so they're not looking at the other dog, like he's getting into this happy state. And I know that lots of food rewards often come when he goes into happy mode. And what happens here, it's not just, because people say, oh, he's just acting silly. I think Bill used the jolly routine for every single dog training or temperament problem that he ever resolved. It was always, and the jolly routine. And he was probably 35 years before his time. They still don't do it now. I'm, the only one I've seen who, when the dog pees, when also used to poop upwards, he'd like to back up a hill always to poop. And then I'm like doing a little tap dance. And then there's the little poops. He used to do rabbit poops, roll down the hill I used to pretend it was, say, Australian rules football and go, oh, no, where they have the 3 goalposts. And yes, woohoo! Oh, damn, I was so... I'm sorry, it amused me, but what a great reward for doing it. Pooping on cue, so I can now pick it up and dispose of it in my own trash can and don't have to lug a can of poop around the place. But a big thing really, though, is with classical conditioning when dogs are scared of people and they're scared of other dogs. Because here's the deal. Let's say you have another dog and a person approaching you with your dog. If you do the jolly routine, your affect changes immediately. You can try this yourself in the morning. Look in the mirror and smile at yourself. You'll end up laughing. As soon as you laugh, you get a little jolt of happy hormones. There'll be endorphins and oxytocin and, there's a whole lot of them. Actually, I guess only oxytocin is the hormone. They're all neurotransmitters then. By smiling at yourself and then laughing, you're affecting the release of neurotransmitters in your brain, serotonin, things like this, and they all have a very beneficial effect on your feelings and on your sort of calmness and general happiness. All right, so you do the jolly routine. What happens? Your dog does the jolly routine. Now, the dog coming towards you is scared of you and scared of your dog. Well, now you're both putting out really positive, non-threatening vibes, so the dog relaxes. Well, the owner knows their dog is reactive and is so already getting upset and tightening on the leash, and they see their dog is sort of sniffing and wagging his tail. Now they relax. And it's really infectious. If one animal, whether one of the 2 dogs or one of the 2 people, acts jolly, it changes the whole situation. And what was now a massive problem for both people, they're scared of taking the dog anywhere. They walk him at 2 a.m. and so there's no dogs to ever meet, or they always cross the road when no dog's coming. Now you can walk like a normal person again, and your dog can walk with a person who's not always reacting to other dogs approaching. Because that's the big cause of dog-dog reactivity, the owner's reactivity. So this is a very powerful maneuver. But for me, it's like this is the solution for the way dogs training is going. We're forgetting to talk to our dogs or sing to our dogs or dance to them. And when you do it, that to me is what training should be. What are you going to do after the fastest recall you've ever seen through traffic? By traffic, other dogs at a dog park. Your dog goes from A to B, comes and sits. Click, treat. This should be the time for a joyful celebration. You say to the dog, give us a hug, come on, and tango with him, have a laugh. And I think we got to get back to seeing this again, not just in dog parks, but on the streets. That would make me very happy. Back then, Bill made me very happy, watching him do the jolly routine in a bar. We had everyone laughing. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, the power of laughter in dog training.
The power of laughter, the power of joy, the power of jolly.
Power of jolly. All right.
Thank you, Bill, up there.
Thank you, Bill.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dad. And thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to learn more about dog training and behavior, make sure you visit DunbarAcademy.com to check out our selection of courses, many of which are completely free. If you would rather watch more of our videos here on YouTube, just click the links to the right. And if you want to follow us on social media, everything you need is directly below. As always, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell for notifications.